Ladies and gentlemen, welcome at another Q&A session during AfryKamera. At this time with us, we have Philippe Lacôte, the director of the film Night of the Kings. Hello, Philippe.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Firstly, I apparently have to ask you, why did you decide to shoot the story in that specific prison?
As I said first in last interview, I decided to make this film in Lamaka. Lamaka is the main prison in Ivory Coast and one of the main prison in West Africa. And I met a friend who was in this prison, and he told me that there is a practice in this prison. They choose a prisoner and they call him roman, novel, and he's obliged each night to tell a story. So I said, oh, amazing. And I decided to dramatize more this character, this practice, and this is the result is Night of the Kings.
Gotcha. But did you meet this guy? Did you went to that prison? Did you make any research? Did you talk to the guys that actually met him? How did it look like?
Yeah, I made some research. I met one ex-prisoner who was Roman in Lamaka, and during my locations, my research, and I discussed with him, and I made some research also in different books to choose paintings, drawings, different things in different prisons of Africa. And I have also in my family a background with a political background with prison. So I use all this memory to build the story.
Gotcha. But did you think about this film as a comment on the contemporary situation in Lamaka? Was it the aim for you to give a comment about it? Did you want to be socially involved by making this film?
I didn't want to be social directly. A lot of themes of prison today, when we speak about prison, always we speak about bad condition of people who are in the prison, or how to punish more people who are in prison. And I wanted to explore the prison as a society. For me, what my interest in this place, it's that a prison is a place, is a world. It's a complete world with this fight of power, with this desire, with this conflict, with this dream. And I wanted to show the prison inside, when prisoners are alone, without guards, without security, without authorities.
Because I was really surprised by your film, because mostly when we watch the films about people who are imprisoned, mostly we have this simple clash between good people and bad people. Good people who have just some accident, that's why they are in prison, and the rest who are true evil. In your film, I could say that it was like very amazing, because you portrayed these people as a very humanish, in a way that actually allows them to stay human. You didn't judge them. You didn't depict them as only one feature. You allowed us to show that actually they are the mix of the future, the mix of the good and evil.
Yeah, because we don't say who is we don't explain why these people are in prison. We don't say, okay, he's a murderer, he's a thief, it's not important for me. There are some persons who are at one place at one moment, and what's happened with them in this society. This is important for me, and it was very important for me to say that today also a prison could be a place where we create stories.
this creating stories element is also seems to be very important because it's really amazing how the main character, how his talent allows him to actually build these stories. I was just curious if all of these stories, if they are rooted in reality, if they are important for people in Ivory Coast, if they are anyhow connected with your culture, and actually what was the way of picking these stories?
The first story he will tell, Roman tells, is the story of Zama, Zama King. And Zama is a real character. Zama is a real character. It was a young boy who was in a rebellion because we got a rebellion in Ivory Coast. And after this, they didn't choose him as a soldier. So he became a gang leader of young people, of kids. He was, we call this gang microbes. Microbes, it comes from City of God, the film City of God. They took their name in the film. Yeah, so it's particular. And so Zama was lynched at the end by the population, as you can see in the film, because he killed a lot of people. And I wanted to use this story of Zama to have a question about violence in my country. Okay, so this story is real. And the story of the Queen, different stories around, are not real, but have a background with our old story in Ivory Coast.
Gotcha. Because what I really enjoyed in it is that mixture between realism and fantasy. It's actually something that also refers to your film, because in your film we have the realistic story, we have this magical elements, and we have even documentaries that are input in the film. So I was just curious if it's important for you, like this tradition of African stories, which for me are always this incredible mixture of realism and superrealism.
Yeah, it's not African tradition. It's the African view, the African perception. What is important for me today, it's not to make just a film in Ivory Coast and use landscape of Ivory Coast and use actors from Ivory Coast. It's important to make this film with the point of view of Ivorian people. And in the Ivorian culture, in the Ivorian perception, the border between reality and magical is very fine. The border between alive people and dead people, visible world, invisible world, all these borders are mixed, are together. And it was important for me to move inside this world.
Gotcha. And could you tell us a little bit about the casting process? Because the actor who plays Roman is absolutely incredible. So I was just curious, how did you manage to find him?
We have professional actors. We have Steve Tianchu. He's from Cameroon. He lives in France. He's French and Cameroon. He played in Les Misérables, de Lajili, by Lajili. Yeah. We have Isaka Savadogo, Rasmane Ouedraogo, who are actors from Burkina Faso. Denis Lavant, who is a kind of guest star in the film, who plays Silence. And with this professional actor who has a lot of non-actors, Bakary Kone, the main role, is not a professional actor. We made a casting during 2 years in different popular areas in Abidjan, and we selected 40 young people, dancers, martial arts fighters, singers, actors, new actors, and we worked together during 2 months in a workshop to prepare this film.
So it seems like it took you a lot of time to make this film, that it was like the really huge project,
Yeah.
long time project for you.
Yeah, it's 4 years, but it's normal. It's normal if you want to go very deep. It's normal, and we have in the film we have 300 extras, and 25% of them are ex-prisoners. Yeah, we wanted this authenticity.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit about the reception of the film in Ivory Coast? Was it released or pandemic stopped it? How did it look like? And if it was released, what was the reviews?
We are lucky in Ivory Coast because the pandemic is not very high, even if we need to be careful. I make this Skype from Ivory Coast, and I'm here for the release. The premiere will be in 2 days, 26 November, and 4th December we will have the official release, the first day. So I don't know exactly how people in Ivory Coast will react, but they are waiting the film. They are waiting the film, and I think it will be nice.
That's awesome. Apparently, we keep our fingers crossed for the best reviews and for the best box office. I would like to also ask you about these rules that are in Maca prison. Is it something that really exists there, or is it created?
The rules about sorry, Khalil, tu peux prendre Khalil s'il te plaît, dis donc. The rules of the chief who must kill himself. No, it's not a real rules. I created these rules to usually I like to use real and social places and put a sort of mythology inside. So it's my rule. It's a rules of the film of Night of the Kings. But it was important to have these rules because these rules started the fight of power. Blackbird, the chief Blackbird, is sick, and he must kill himself, but he refused. So you have a start, and it was important for me to have these rules according to the body, because what is in prison for prisoners? It's the body. The body is very important in prison. So it's like the prisoners couldn't accept a chief who has a body who is sick. Yeah, because all prisoners want to save their body. And I wanted to, and as if you watch the film, you will see a lot of bodies, lot of cameras very near bodies, dancer, players.
That's really interesting concept. And what I also really enjoyed in your film is this clash between prisoners who are like associated with negativity, apparently with evil, and the storytelling, which is apparently bringing the association totally most positive, that it's sensitive, that it's something that actually bring us like a completely different association. So it's also really interesting how this clash looks like, that actually these people, they can be so led by the stories told by Roman.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the prison only as a place to tell the story. And okay, Roman is in prison, he tells the story, and we have flashback. No, I wanted to create this story inside the prison, to build this story with prisoners. So prisoners are very active in this story. They are also storyteller. In certain song we said in French we say répondeur, people who answered. They are present to answer, to react, to encourage, to give another way of the story. Yeah.
Gotcha. Philippe, last question I would like to ask you is the question about the title, because this title for me is like, it's very serious, very like taken from the great literature, like my assassination in my head lead apparently to William Shakespeare. So I was just curious about this title.
This title, it's not mine at the beginning. It's my producer, Delphine Jacquet. The first title was Zama King, and she asked me she proposed this title, Night of the Kings, and I'm very happy with this title today because I think it's put a special light for the story. And Night of the Kings in French, it's a title of a piece of William Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. And when you speak about William Shakespeare, it means that you speak about fight of power, kings and power. You speak about kings and power, and it was nice to say that this prison is like a kingdom, and we will have a new king. Prisoner will have a new king. And people will be behind corridors and try to organize a rebellion, secret things. So it's a good tip for this. And it was also to say that my prisoners are kings. Mm-hmm. One night, they are the kings of this prison, of this world.
Great. So Shakespeare's still alive. Thank you so much, Philippe, and congratulations for this amazing, great film. Apparently, I hope that next year, when the pandemic is over, you're going to bring us the new piece to Poland and we see each other face to face. But so far, thank you for meeting at Zoom with us.
Thank you. I was 4 years ago in AfryKamera in Warsaw, and it was very nice. So, as a good screening.
So hopefully you return to us soon. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.